Are the Jews God's chosen people today? It's a hotly debated question. You only need to do a cursory search of the internet to find people vehemently arguing for and against this question. Sometimes secular rulers and politicians have even made decisions and given special consideration to Israel because of their view that the Jews are God's chosen people. Well, of course, what we want to know is, what does the Bible say in answer to this question? First, it's clear that there was a time when the Jews were God's chosen people. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6, the Lord said to the Jewish nation via Moses, "For you are a holy people to the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen you to be a people for himself, a special treasure above all the peoples on the face of the earth." But to really appreciate and understand that statement, you've got to go back to the very beginning of the Bible. After Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, God said to the devil, he said to the serpent, "I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel." Genesis 3:15. Now, the seed of the woman who would bruise the head of the serpent is a reference to Jesus Christ. It's a prophecy that Jesus would be born into the world of a woman. 9 chapters later, in Genesis chapter 12, verses 2 and 3, God made the following promise to Abraham. He said, "I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you. I will curse him who curses you." Now listen to this part. "And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." Friends, that too is a reference to Jesus Christ. Christ was going to be born into this world of a woman, and specifically, he would be a descendant of Abraham. Now, Abraham was the father of the Jewish nation. Friends, that's the sense in which the Jews were a chosen people. It was through them that the Messiah would come. Now, approximately 2,000 years later, Jesus was born of a woman, specifically a virgin, in the city of Bethlehem, and Jesus was born a Jew. Now, folks, that is the thrust of God calling the Israelites his chosen people. They were blessed to be the ones through whom the one and only Redeemer came. Now, the question that we want to answer is this: are the Jews still God's chosen people today? And the answer to that question is no. Today, Christians are God's chosen people. I want you to listen very carefully to 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. This is written specifically to Christians. "But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation." Listen, his own special people. Verse 10 says this, "Who once were not a people, but are now the people of God, who had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy." So, who are the children of God today? Friends, it is not the nation of Israel. It is not those who are biologically Jews. Listen to Colossians 3:11. It says that in Christ there is neither Greek nor Jew. Now, what's the point? You see, your biological heritage is irrelevant today with regard to being a child of God. Listen to Galatians chapter 3. "For you are all sons of God through faith in Christ Jesus. For as many of you as were baptized into Christ have put on Christ. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ." Now listen very carefully to verse 29. "And if you are Christ, then you are Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise." Now what promise is that? It's the promise of Genesis chapter 12. And what is the point of this text? Friends, here's the point. Today in the Christian age, anyone can be one of God's chosen children. It's not according to your biological birth. It's based on the new birth. It's based on obedience to the gospel and putting the Lord on in baptism. If you will do that, then you'll spiritually be a descendant of Abraham. And most importantly, you'll be a child of God.